Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots. I was requested to make a series of driftwood or nautical coastal Christmas items this year, and I thought I would. So I'm going to teach you how to finish the back in case you're selling or gifting as well as just an option. So I'm using driftwood vase filler here for this one, but Etsy and Amazon both have driftwood in case you're not near a beach. This is a 3-inch embroidery hoop. These are amazing for the Christmas season. You can do a ton of stuff. Felt just from the craft store, and then something to hang or add a bow, whatever. So I'm also going to use scissors, a needle, thread, and a hot glue gun. As you can imagine, I'm going to speed this part up because this is just Sarah sorting little tiny pieces out of this whole entire collection. So I actually have some pieces from Amazon that are all the same size. I have varying sizes, and then I had this flat stuff, and it was from Target years ago. So if you can't find this stuff, don't worry about it. There's tons of others. Now, to be fair, I couldn't figure out if I wanted to do all neutral or pops of blue. You don't have to be so literal as this, but I did like the pop of color. So I have a tag on the back. Let me just take that off. The color is ocean blue. I got it at Michael's, I think. I don't know. I just sometimes go to the craft store and then just buy 87 colors of felt. I don't have a plan for it. See? There you go. Ocean blue. Anyway, I'm going to make sure that this piece of craft felt is absolutely tight because we are not going to open this again. So I'm going to pull it really taut before I secure this piece. Now, on the back, you have a couple of ways that you can finish it, and I'm going to show you the way I finish my 2D needle felting pieces. Some people finish embroidery this way. It just makes it look nice. All right, so I'm cutting just a halo. It's not even. I'm going to clean it up in just a second. And this halo is just one way. The other way is you can go right next to where these two wood pieces meet and cut as close as you can get. I find that to be so much work, and it never works out well for me, so I'm going to do this. I'm using a darning needle and embroidery thread in a, it's not a coordinating color. As you can see, all of my embroidery thread is in a bag, like Ziploc bags, all separated out by colors of the rainbow. And none of my blues matched. So we went with this innocuous driftwood color. So if you want to finish the back like I'm doing, just about 3/4 of an inch, that's all you're going to do. Is it doesn't have to be perfectly even here on this channel. If you're new here, exact is like the ugly word. We're going for about-ish. So all we're going to do is start on the outside of our little halo, and then we're going to use a running stitch, which just means we're going in and out, all the way around. We're going to have a tail. I tied a knot because I didn't know how big of the piece I needed, but all we're going to do is just go a running stitch all the way around the outside of this halo. There's not really a technique for it, but try and keep it about the same distance away from the wood and about the same stitch length. I mean, at this point in this video, I'm actually running 2 lasers and I'm screaming some electronic dance music at the top of my lungs. So I don't think this is a craft you have to pay attention to while you're working on it. You can see. This is real time. The person who bought the beach house who requested these crafts, they are celebrating a very large Christmas holiday for the very first time in this beach house, and she wanted to decorate for the holiday season, and so she didn't want to buy a whole lot of stuff because, yep, it's a hard economy right now, so she thought, I'm just going to decorate with what I can make. Now, once you've gone all the way around, you're actually going to end the piece right next to where you started and again on the outside. So you'll have 2 strings on the outside. You can put your needle away. You're going to gently pull each of those strings. You don't pull them together as it just puts unnecessary strain on it. But when you pull each piece, you can see it tightens up into this nice little halo. Don't look too close. It's not perfect. The bottom is much larger than the side, but the point is it's there. And so normally I just cut these off, but apparently today I must have been listening to some really good music because I threaded each end, put it on the inside, and then knotted it again before cutting it off. Do you need to do that? No. I don't even know why I did that. And I totally forgot that I even did that because I filmed this stuff back in, I don't know, beginning of August or the end of July. I don't know. All I know is this is now our canvas. So I'm just going to stack these up in descending order, and I will tell you, I didn't like it. I don't like a floating Christmas tree. I don't know why. So I'm just going to dump this back out again and try and find a little piece and use it as a trunk. See, now I did learn that you can actually cut this stuff with scissors and miter shears. So if you need to, hack away. I cut about 15 inches of a 1-inch cream chiffon ribbon. And because it's very wide for our piece, I just folded it over a lot and then cut it down the center. Should you do that? I don't know. It works. I love chiffon ribbon and I use it a lot. To get it back to that nice, beautiful, chic, lived-in look, you're just going to rub it in between your fingers or pull it like that through your hands. It'll roughen up those edges and make a little, like, what do you call it? Like a little fuzzy edge. I tied a bow, poorly, in fact, and end up making a different style bow anyway, so let's set that aside. I don't know why I spent so much time getting this bow correct. I wanted the tails to hang down like that, but it kept covering up my Christmas tree. So I got frustrated with it and set it aside. Now I will say on anything like this, just orient your pieces so you can see. I'm orienting the very top and the stem, which I'm now realizing are almost the same size, which probably should not be the case. But alas, I like the way this turned out, and I think that you could do a ton of these. So you could do a Christmas tree, you could do a little seahorse, you could do a crab, or a lighthouse would be really good. If you're religious, you could make a driftwood cross. Like, there's just so many ornament ideas that you could make with this, all just using the same method. And you can buy a pack of 3-inch embroidery hoops on Amazon for under $10, because I do it all the time. And I don't know, I just think that you could actually put together either for yourself or for sale. This is the entire craft. There's no tricky editing other than me sorting out through the pieces. So this is all real time. So for the hanger, I'm just going to loop like a, what do you call it? Macrame, and just take the looped end through that back, and then don't look. I sometimes use sewing scissors to poke things some people have a problem with. So just use the eraser end of a pencil and disregard the scissors. Anyway, so you could make a whole set of these, not only for your house like Pamela is going to do, but also for sale. You could sell them in kits of 4, kits of 8, or kits of 12, and they do not take that long to make. Okay, so I hate that bow, so let's make another one. This is a little fold over bow. I use these a lot on my laser ornaments. Chiffon ribbon does really well in certain circles. A lot of wedding stuff uses chiffon ribbon, baby showers, holidays. The deep green ribbon is beautiful. But anyway, I learned to do this little bow, which is layering it on itself, using a cut off piece to tie a knot. And that's it. Remember, if you cut off anything, you have to rub that chiffon in between your fingers or run it through your hand so you get a nice little messed up, shabby chic look to it. But you don't have to use chiffon ribbon. I am just obsessed with it. Create a little cute coquette bow and then glue that on. And this is it. Now you can finish the back of your piece with a piece of felt, or just leave it open as I have done. But that is it for me today. If you're new here, please subscribe. We'll make some pretty fun crafts here. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and share it.